Hey guys, what is up? It's me, Cross Studios here, and I'm here with the largest of the Kill Bill MOCs. And today I am here with the Crazy 88 Showdown, and this is from the first Kill Bill movie, when the bride goes to fight Oren Ishii, which is one of the Deadly Viper Assassin Squad members. This is the biggest MOC, but it will not be our last. We have one more after this one. And we figured we'd show this one before the last one. The last one isn't the biggest one or anything. It's actually like one of the smaller ones, but thematically speaking, I feel like we should show that one last. So we're going to show this one second to last, which is our biggest Kill Bill MOC. And I think you guys will really enjoy this build and how we built it. It was very tough to make, but we really enjoyed making it, making all the characters, making the scenery and things like that. So let's delve straight into our characters first, and then we'll show you the model. In this set, we included 8 different characters, and they're all very interesting and cool. Obviously, we get one protagonist in the set with 7, or actually, 1 protagonist, 1 neutral, and then 6 villains. So we get, obviously, the bride, who is obviously our protagonist of Kill Bill. And you can see here, we finally have her in her jumpsuit, which she is very iconic for. It's most iconic version of her. You can see her right here. She's got her face. We've got her outfit right there. And this is actually from a Lego Ninjago set for the outfit. You can see she has an angry face and back printing. So she looks really cool for this set. Very awesome character. Next, I'll show the neutral character, which is, like they call in the movie, Charlie Brown. He is actually the owner of the restaurant that this battle is going on in, and they call him Charlie Brown because he kind of looks like him in his outfit, and they make fun of him. Obviously, the antagonists do. And you can see him right there. He's pretty simple, but my brother made this character, and I think he looks really good with the server's plate, so we decided to include him. We have our main villain of the set, Oren Ishii. She is one of the Deadly Viper Assassin Squad characters. You can see we used the very old Lego pieces for the dress. I thought it looked really good instead of just using an actual dress piece. I thought this looked super cool. You can see her face right there with her hair. Very simple, but they have an awesome duel in this movie, and it's one of the best fight sequences you will see in Tarantino movies or anything, in a lot of movies in general. Next, we have Johnny Moe, which is the head of the Crazy 88. He is the general. You can see his face right there. We used the Lone Ranger faces for all of the characters here because we thought that looked perfect for the actual Crazy 88 villains. You can see some slight back printing. We have Gogo, who is a personal guard of Oren Ishii. You can see her right there. She is crazy in the movie. She's got this spike ball that she swings around and tries to take out the bride, obviously, and you can see her face right there. She's got some decent printing. She's got a skirt, and then you can see her on the back right there. She's very crazy, obviously, in the movie. She's a really, really insane character mentally, but she's super cool looking. I think we did a good job with her. And then our last 3 characters, I'll kind of just bunch in because these are just anonymous Crazy 88 members, so you can just have the bride take out these characters. They don't really have any names or anything. They're just different members of the Crazy 88 that they have to fight. So we threw in 3 of these henchmen for the set, and they all look very similar, but I think they look really cool. So that's pretty much it for our characters. Let's move into this awesome model. So here is the Crazy 88 Showdown set. You can see this is the lower level down here where all the seats are, where people can sit. There are stairs that go up to an upper level. There's also a little bridge with a water area. And then moving up to the top, we have an area up here where you can have minifigures fight or stand around. And I think the design of this set overall looks really cool. And there actually is another side of the set which you haven't seen yet. You can see when we focus in on those doors and windows there, they all have some unique designs and things like that. And there is actually a backside to this, which I'll show you in a bit. But first, let's start with the lower level. So this is the lower level of the building, obviously. It's a very odd design because we kind of made it a cut-off section of the building. So you can see down here we have tables, food, all kinds of stuff. We have some blood-spattered pieces here, which are actually not Lego. They're custom from websites that we ordered them on. We have a little server's table here, so you can have Charlie Brown go over here and deliver food to the tables if you want. We didn't include any people just to sit in the tables and stuff because we figured we'd want to include other characters that were more important and more realistic to a set like this. But you can see there's tables and chairs everywhere, lots of detail, and we used a lot of clear pieces to fill up this little river that has a bridge going over it. One small feature that we have with this is that you can actually take this off if you really want to. It's just kind of connected right here, so you can kind of dump out all the pieces if you want to. But we just made it so it simply connects onto there for easier access, and that's why this kind of big thing is right here. You can see there's a lot of stairs going up to the top. We actually used a broken Lego piece that I had in this model to utilize it, because the stair right here actually is half of a stair, and this is like a full stair piece. This is half of one, and it goes up, as you can see. It's kind of a interesting design right here. I think it worked out really well, though. You can see there's a cool pattern on the wall, and one feature with the bottom area that is pretty simple for the most part is that all the chairs and tables are like breakable, so they kind of just fall off of these little jumper plates. And I think that's cool if you're like having some characters battle. You can have them fly into tables and break stuff, and I think it adds a lot to the set when you're fighting down there. And it's really fun to do, obviously. Like if a little kid was playing with this, I think they'd really enjoy it. On the side here, we have some barrels. Again, they're held on by jumper plates just for some detail. Didn't really know what to put under the stairs over here. There's not really a lot, so we just put some barrels for some detail. So let's move on to the upper area of this building. So this is the upper area of the MOC. There's actually a backside to these doors, which I'll show you in a second, and it actually leads to a very cool area of the set. But you can see right here we have an area where there's a floor with some fencing up here to make sure obviously no one falls off the top. There's stairs that go from the bottom steps all the way to the top. Really long set of stairs right here, but you can have a lot of fun with this since they're tiles. You can kind of just like make them fall down the stairs or whatever you want to do. So we figured that would be kind of cool to include. So at the top up here has some interesting details. We've got like one of those little rings pieces up here. We've got some fencing going across. We've got all these Ninjago tiles that we used because I've gotten so many Ninjago sets over the years that I just have a lot of stuff like that. Now, one of the features that we have up here, I'll take Go-Go for example. We can put her up here. You can have her whip her thing around, and there's actually breakable pieces. A lot of the features with the set are just breakable pieces and things like that. You can have Johnny Mo come over here and kick in this fencing right here, or you can have someone get hit off the top of this and fall down to the bottom level, kind of like if they get busted through here and then they just fall. So that was another feature I wanted to integrate with this set, is that a lot of breaking things. These ones don't break here, these ones are just solid, but we made all these pieces over here break very easily, and I thought that was a cool feature. Taking a look more at the doors up here, you can see they're sliding doors that move from left to right, and they're held in by these pieces right here so they don't go anywhere. But I thought that looked really cool, and you can see there's a lot of space for minifigures to go through there, and then if you want to close it, you just kind of put them in the middle like that. So I think the upper area up here looks really cool, so now let's move on to the back side of this model. Alright guys, so I think this is actually my favorite part of the set. Just personally speaking, just from the scenery and things like that, this is actually the doors that you enter on the top level that you can open up. And out here you can see we have the area where the bride and Ora and Ishii have their battle. And there's a lot of cool details, snow. There's obviously outside of here, there's a lot of snow because it's kind of just a back patio area. You can see we use brown pieces for this wooded brown area for wood. We've got snow pieces everywhere. We've got white flowers. We've got this cool little fence detail right here. You can see all the details. It just looks very Japanese for sure. And you can see over here, we have this little feature right here, which is basically this little water dropping thing in the movie, which adds to the suspense of the scene. And I just thought that was super cool to add to the set. You can see how we kind of just hooked it in there. But you can see there's a little rock detail. It's hooked in pretty well with these little cheese slopes right here so it doesn't move. And you can kind of just move this. It's a very small feature, but it's cool to add to the scene if you wanted to like do a stop motion or something like that. But you can see we added some more details like lights right here. We have this cool roof pattern going across. We have a tree over here that we've shoved some 1x2 plates inside of to add snow effect to it. So I think the back of this looks really cool. You can obviously play out the sword fight between these two. They obviously run by this and have their little duel and stuff. And there's enough space up here, I feel like, for them to at least have some type of sword duel to recreate the scene from the movie. So I feel like this as a set would be super fun to play with for people who are big fans of the Kill Bill series. So I think the back of this looks extremely cool in my opinion. This is definitely my favorite part of the set. So let's move on to some structural parts of the set before we move on to our conclusion. One small thing we did is that you can see the actual structure of the set, how it looks. It was very odd how we built it because we used a lot of these big tall tan pieces. And you can see on the back here it's supported by a lot of like giant tan pieces and things like that. There's not really anything back here. There's not supposed to be. We could have maybe added something back here. Maybe if we add something in the future, I'll show you guys. But for now, we don't really have anything back here. It's just a lot of support and things like that. But I think it looks really cool overall. And this back area, if you're wondering on structural support how well it is actually is really good. You can see I'm pressing down pretty hard on that, and it doesn't move around. It doesn't break. And obviously, it's overall pretty structurally sound with these pieces in here. It was really difficult to build this thing overall, I feel like, but I think in the end, structurally, it turned out pretty well. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this Kill Bill mock. We have one more coming our way, so please stay tuned for that. We really enjoyed building this one. It was super tough at some points, and it obviously was a struggle to build this one, and it was one of those builds that along the way I wasn't really super enthusiastic about, but by the time it was about 2/3 of the way through, I was really getting into it and starting to add stuff to it, and it ended up being really cool. I don't really build building mocks super often, but this one ended up turning out to be super fun and very cool to build. I feel like Lego makes too many vehicles sometimes. It doesn't make stuff like this. So building giant buildings as play sets is very fun to us, and building things that Lego doesn't necessarily love to do. So tell me what you think in the comments down below, what you guys want to see. If you guys enjoyed this mock, I really would appreciate it if you guys subscribe or give a thumbs up or even leave a comment. Would be much appreciated. Leave your feedback down in the comments below. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you rate, comment, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.